the first thing which was told here, that you should test the Shabad. Right? What does that mean? Testing the Shabad means you can take a mantra, but if you don't test it, if you don't put your energies to it, if you don't put your heart and soul to it, you will not be getting to any good. Right? This was told in the last time. Who progresses? And there it was clearly told, the one who is a parakhi, jauhari, the one who tests, does not just take it and keep it and start, applying different sort of panchopachara and shodashopachara around that yantra or mantra. This is not what you need to do. You have to apply, you have to test it. So when I say these many things, go and test it. What is yours in this world? Go and test it. If I say this is also a dream, go and test it. Try to find out, come back and say, "Nahi, Acharya ji, I found it is not a dream, it is real." Now, again, remove my doubts. Then the conversation can go on, is it not? So, here Dharamdas is asking a question. Okay. Now, Dharamdas is asking a question, and now the conversation begins. And Dharamdas, in the same breath, says, Pave pad nirvan basat jasu anurag ur. Please understand what does it mean. Pave pad nirvan, the one who gets liberation, is that person who has this anurag in his heart. Only that person gets liberated. Okay. He has said. And Dharamdas knows this. He himself says this. And then he further asks. What is he asking? Now, to that. He says, He Satguru binavau kar jori ik sansay metahu prabhu muri jake chit anuraga samana ताको कहो कवन सहिदाना अनुरागी कैसे लखी परई बिनु अनुराग जीव नहीं तरई. Now, what is saying? Hey Satguru binavau kar jori. Now, with folded hands, I am requesting. Requesting what? Ik sansaya metahu prabhu muri. Please remove one doubt of mine. Now still he has doubt. And I'll tell you, every Dharamdas has a doubt. Every Dharamdas has a doubt. I'll tell you how. It is said that you must worship some or the other form of God. And you do. Some of you do or all of you do. Raise your hand. Do you worship some or the other form of God? You worship. Okay. Each one of you. Good. You worship. Now, when you worship, do you worship it at a specific place in your house or do you worship anywhere?
Mostly at a specific place.
Specific places. You go a specific places. Does your God have a form? Does he look like some specialities you have in it? Your deity, your object of your devotion, does he have a form? Yes. He must be. He must be having, right? Some or the other form. Right? You must have a form. Then otherwise, how will you worship? Most of people have this. Even if they have so-called little bit esoteric in their approach, they do also, remember God. They would come out of this particular obstacle of feeling that the God is only in idol, but they will think that the God is everywhere. But that's it. I can worship them here. I can worship them here. I can worship my Devi here. I can worship my Ganapati here, and all that. The only thing they come out of is niyati. See. They come out of that. That the God is confined to one place. Oh, my God is available everywhere. But now think about it. The next step is, of course, those who have come out of it, those who have come out of it, they have progressed a little, only little. Those who think that God is not confined to the idol, it is present anywhere I like to see, those people have progressed a little. A little, I'm saying. Don't think that you have progressed too much. Now, moving further, those who feel that God is something outside when they worship. How many of you think that God is something you are worshipping is outside, or at least He lives outside somewhere, but when I invoke, He comes and presents Himself to me, either to the place I worship, the idol I worship, or in my heart. There are two options now, right? Now, how many of you think? Nothing. I need your answers. How many of you think that God lives somewhere? He is omnipresent entity, having a form, has this capacity, just like extraterrestrial being, He presents Himself, right? Whenever and wherever I remember Him. But He is an entity who presents Himself or herself when I invoke. Yes or no? How many of you think that way? Do you think that way? Okay, good. Now, invocation happens and you mostly find the God and you separate. The God is other than you. The God comes inside you or it is outside you. Because what is inside, only by closing your eyes you think it is inside, then it is complete wrong notion, because when you open your eyes, the world comes inside you. Okay? Everything is inside. Don't think anything is outside. Only the myth of outside is that what I do not see or perceive when I just shut my eyes. And that I call outside. Right? But as soon as I open, everything comes inside. Yes or no? If it does not come inside you, how do you perceive it? So anything and everything outside is also inside you. But in any case, your understanding is that the God appears inside me or outside me, but He appears. Correct or not? Yes. Yes or no? Yes. Now, further you think that the God is this and I am this. Don't you? So you thought that the God is separate from you. Your deity is something which you worship and you offer your feelings to. And then in return, see, a business mind never goes. In return, So if you say, this person suffers so much in life, so many problems in life, he is not dharmic. He does not think that he does not do any good. He does not do puja. He never goes to temples. He never does yagna. He has never done any Satyanarayan ki katha. He has not done any homam. He doesn't follow the vratam. He doesn't follow you will say that this person is totally irreligious person. So what? It is bound to happen. So many, bad things are happening to him. Right or not? This is the logic you give. And if you don't give this logic, maybe you are saner enough, then you definitely give this logic to yourself. If I don't pray, why will God be pleased upon me? Don't you have this logic? Pushing you in prayers. If I do not pray the God, if I do not do my bit of ringing a bell and blowing a conch, offering the water, giving the prasadam, and bowing down, just like I would do to a king, why will he grace me with anything? Is it not Is it not your thought process?
Mhm.
If it is, nothing wrong with that. But just change one thing. Today I'm giving you something. Just change one thing. Then okay, no problem. This is how your cunning mind is. But please understand that God is not outside. God is inside. And it is in the deepest core of you. That's it. Change everything now. So when you are praising to yourself. When you are offering to yourself. Now, how long you will be able to continue this? Because only when you start the right kind of action, Yoga karmashu kaushalam. Karmashu kaushalam means in the karmas, in the action, I must have perfection. Now, a perfect work cannot be done without having a perfect understanding of what is to be done. Mm-hmm. See, you thought the puja is to be done outside. The deity is outside. He blesses me because I worship. Mm-hmm. And he becomes angry because I have not worshipped. Mm-hmm. 5 Ekadashis have gone, I have not fasted. That is why this problem has come to me. Because you associate the results of, it is not a problem. It is a basic lacuna in our thinking that there is a God apart from us. Apart from us. And what this Shiva Sutra is saying? You are Shiva. Now you people are still stuck up in a God which is outside, whom you can please by singing hymns and doing some namaskaram. You think that God can be pleased. And on the other side, you come back and say Shivoham. Huh? So you are God. You are God. Understand? Whosoever God you worship, you are that. Whatever God you worship, you are that. Now think, how will you worship? Now think, how will you worship? Now the God which is inside can only be loved. You can't worship such a God. See, I am giving you certain tricks, certain techniques to invoke that Anurag Sagar first. Otherwise, this Kabir will go waste. The God is in me. So whatever I know as me, inside that me is the God. Now, how do you worship such a God? Think of it. And start worshipping the God like that. And that God, that worship will be only love. What else you can offer? You cannot offer that God anything else than what you offer to yourself. Okay. So when you are drinking water, this is the offering to God. When you are eating food, this is offering to God. When you are walking, this is also offering to God. When you are singing, this is offering to God. When you are fighting, this is also offering to God. Now decide, what do you want to offer to that God? Now when you're fighting, you're offering that. Can you say that the God is in me and he is asleep? Because you yourself say that the God sees everything. I can hide things from the world, but the God sees everything. right? Sahasra Purusha Sahasraksha Sahasrapat. He has been described as having 1,000 eyes. Sahasraksha. 1,000 eyes means innumerable eyes. So it is not that I can't take a bribe in front of God, so let me go behind the God and take the bribe. I cannot fight in front of God, so I will go behind the God, I can fight. I can be full of jealousy and hatred. That is what I am offering now to my God. But God will be sleeping at this time. It is night, so I can fight. Now think about it. Your Ganpati, your Durga, your Matangi, your Kali, your Kamala, how much torture they are subjected to. And that is why they are not pleased with you. Because they are inside you. And that is why they are not pleased. Because you do puja or offering, or I am saying with very, very clean slate probably, if you are really lucky and have so much control on your mind and your emotion, looking at the idol of the God and standing in front of, you drop everything and become a worshipper. True worshipper, immediately, dropping all the notions and all the wrong feelings and all, hatred, jealousy, the instincts which make you more an animal rather than human. You drop all that and then start worshipping. Even then, beyond those 5 minutes, what are you offering? Beyond those 10 minutes, what are you offering to your God? Now this you should begin with. You are asking me to drop this notion that He is everywhere. He is everywhere. Then please replace that with the God is only here in me. And from here, He has access to everywhere. From here, He has access to everywhere. So if He is present somewhere, it is from here He has manifested there.
Ji, this is Shelja. I have a little bit hard time with that. I've been trying, but because of sometimes the way I feel to imagine that He is within me is it's tough.
Okay. It's tough, okay. He is in you and it is tough. And He is outside you, it is easy. Why so? Because we feel that if God is inside me, why He is not doing the things I want? Again, business started. God is running the whole universe. Why He is not running this universe properly? The way I want. Right? You see, by any logic, if God is everywhere, it has to be in you as well. But when I say as well, it does not lead to that experience which I am referring to. Even if you have hard time, soft time, rough time, smooth time, it's not about that. Sweet time, sour time, it is not about that. If God is everywhere, it is in you. Now I am just asking you to do one thing. Everybody agrees that if God is there, if any such force, which we refer to as God, is anywhere, then He has to be everywhere. That's okay. That's okay. Fine. So He is equally here inside. Now the only change I am saying here is the God is here, and from here it works. Okay. And if you think that he has not been kind on you, then also think about how much kind you have been to him through this personal universe. What have you offered him? Have you offered your confusions, crises, conflicts, jealousy, insecurities? What? What have you offered? Or have you offered being assured, feeling as if this is a gift, whatever I have is a gift, I'm not as bad, I'm still breathing, I can still walk, I'm not bedridden, I'm not in vegetative state, I can still think, I can still find out what is good, what is bad, still there is some element of intelligence existing. All these things which you have, you can always praise the God for. But instead, if you think, no, everything is fine, but everything fine, this much. And after but, you will write a novel. But what I say, you write a novel first, then put a but, and then say this. Understand the difference. I'm not talking to only Shailaja here. I'm talking to everybody. Those who find that God is not doing or not working as per their desire, then as per whose desire? As per whose desire? Who? Ask who? About whom you're talking. Because God has been working as per you many times. Hundreds and thousands of times and millions of moments you have lived. And out of those, God has been working exactly the way you liked. But you did not care to thank. You did not care to feel that He is working as per my wish. Okay? Just think back. You were a child. You wanted to do good things. You wanted to grow up. Did God not work through you? Did you not grow up? You wanted to become independent. Did you not become independent? Did you, when you wanted a partner in life, did you not get a partner in life? Now, everything which you have been thinking has happened the way. But what you make out of it is definitely is an offering to the God. Please understand. Whatever I receive in my life and offer to it is up to me. Correct? So now the God, at least for that personified God, please make Him available in your heart. Make him available not in the heart. When I say heart, heart means the core of your being. Heart does not mean the heart, physical heart or heart chakra. No. To the core, you know yourself. You say I. Up to what point do you feel I? And inside that I, the deity resides. Simple. Understood? Can you do this much change?
Yes, Acharya.
Can you do this much change?
Yes, Acharya.
And now you have to be really aware and also thankful. Thankful for what you are. Thankful for all the blessings. Right? Now, this is important for us because if we start imagining a deity, God, or the higher force which is away from us, then, and which is of course in the form of a human being, because you are not worshipping a God which is without form, most of you. Okay, you may have an imagination, or maybe you may have this logical understanding about that he is in the form and also beyond a form, but when I need to connect to that, I see that God in a form. Is it not?